Hello, welcome to Take Two Tuesday. Here we are. Big day, lots going on today. January 20th, we're moving through the month. How are all of you today? I reset my internet. I'm hoping it's working better than last week. I know we had a bummer week. Everything was blurry, so hopefully Ken is not blurry today. Let me know. Let me know how it's going out there. Yeah, we should have some fun today. We've got a fun word die set to look at. We've got some Stamps of Life news to go over. We're going to do a crossword puzzle for fun today later in our game time. And then we're going to we'll have a good news verse of the day, verse of the week from 1 Timothy. So if you have your Bible, you want to get ready for that. 1 Timothy chapter 4, we'll find a verse there to go over. But we're just going to have some fun all together. That's what we're here to do. So here on Take Two Tuesday, we get together once a week and we just look at some items from the Stamps of Life. For some of you, these are brand new items, like you've never seen them, even though they're like 3, 4, 5 years old. They're new to you because you've never seen them, because they came out before you found us. And then some of you have these items. So this is a review for you, and it helps you to remember, hey, I have that and I want to use it. All right. So that's what we do once a week. So if you want to keep joining in with us, we have the subscribe button, I think, down below. There's a subscribe. And then what you also want to do if you're a subscriber to the Stamps of Life is there's a little bell down there too. You want to hit that because that's where it sends out notifications. Sometimes you don't know that we're going live. Well, you got to hit that notification bell, and like you click the one that says all. And so anytime Stephanie goes live or I go live or we have some special event, you'll get, like, I see mine, they pop up. There's those little, whoever I'm following, so-and-so is live now, and it comes up as a banner and then it goes away, so you don't see it forever. But that is one way to subscribe to us. And then always click the like buttons too, if you can. That helps us out a lot, hoping to get discovered and grow bigger, and hoping a lot of people find us. We are finding now that a lot of people are finding us on Facebook. You've seen Stephanie's short videos that she's been doing, and those are becoming popular, and lots of people are catching on with that. So that's great. So we have some new viewers out there. If you are a new viewer, let me know in the chat. Okay. And then just for our fun chat question, like our icebreaker, everybody's got to answer. Do you ever make fresh squeezed juice? Do you ever do that? Now, I think it's probably super healthy and good for you, and I'm sure it tastes wonderful, but it just seems like a lot of work. So I have to say, no, I do not. It's just, if I want some juice, I'm just going to pour it out of the jug, and probably not as good. But are you patient enough? Are you committed enough to make fresh squeezed juices? Like that orange, you got to squash it down there or whatever. I don't even know the other ones, grapes or apples, how you could make juice out of those. But do you ever make, just for fun? Let me know in the chat. And so that's our icebreaker question. Make sure you answer there. If you're watching later, you can answer down below any of the questions that we ask during this presentation. Okay. Now let's see what is going on. You see down below, I have that. I see everybody's like, no, 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 no. They always make it like that's a thing, right? That everybody does it, but I don't know. I just don't have the patience. I don't have the patience or the energy. Nope, no fresh juice for me. And it's messy too, right? So I have all these excuses. But again, all that being said, if you love it, good for you. If you ever see me, you can make me a glass and I'll enjoy it. And I'll appreciate all the hard work you did. So there we have Norma's she does lemons, and Damari does all the time. So there are some of you great. Karen says, when I lived in a house with a lemon juice, I had an electric juicer. There you go. So there are some of you out there. Great. Let's see. So down below, this Thursday night, normally we do Crafting Corner, but this will be a special edition this week because the organized options, organized option items are coming out. And so Stephanie's going to debut those. They're going to be on the Stamps of Life website. You're going to get your special club discount on all of those items. If you're a club member, you get club prices. So that's going to be fun. We've been waiting on this for a long time. Stephanie and Tiffany have been working together on a lot of these items. So that will be exciting, something different. So that's Thursday. Okay. And I got that banner down below. Then also want to let you, we've got a busy week. Friday, Stephanie will do the Fold It Club reveal. That'll be on YouTube and Facebook as well. And, she just kind of gets in front of the camera for 30 minutes or so and talks about the new Fold It. collection that will be coming out. Okay, so that will be Friday, but then again, yeah, 3 nights in a row. And Stephanie was already on yesterday, and I'm here today. So this is a lot of Stamps of Life. Saturday night, we have the HSN sneak peek. Sneak peek for the HSN items that Stephanie will be presenting next Tuesday. All right, so we have a lot going on. So you can just plan on hanging out with the Stamps of Life just about every night this week. Just plan on going on the internet at 5 o'clock. If we're not there, it's like a surprise, but otherwise you're going to find us. It should be a lot of fun. All right, so we're looking forward to a big week. What else? We have our new card kit is out. We shipped those last week. And let me see, I should have a little banner here for this. Where'd it go? Nope. Come back. I still don't have all these buttons down on this system. New card kit. Hey. Oh, I got to get rid of that moving banner. That's why. So I hide that one. From All of Us, it's called. And it is really cool. It has all this great stuff in it. I won't go through the individual items, but we have been selling a lot of these kits. I did make about 50 extra, but right now I'm down to about 20 of them. And that was just last Thursday we shipped. So this one is going to sell out, I suspect, pretty soon, okay? It comes with, if you are new to card making and you just want to be able to open up and start creating, it comes with paper, embellishments. The really nice, like the hero item is you get an A1 folded card right in here. It's going to make a full card for you. Decorate this card, add some sentiments to it. You are ready to go. So it's super easy. This kit does include freebies. All right, freebies. This might be the last month to get the freebies. I don't think I have enough for the next month. All right, that is how we're looking right now. So that's all. We shipped these last Thursday. If you're a club member, hopefully you have received your kit already, but it's fun. Everything coordinates together. You'll have a great time with it. If you are new to the Stamps of Life, the commitment for if you join one of our clubs is 3 months. There's no fees or extra charges or anything like that. Free shipping on all of them if you're in the U.S. And again, we ask for a 3-month commitment. Try it out. We've got the Card Kit Club, and then the that kit is called From All of Us. And then we have a Fold It Club, which is really popular. And our most popular club is the Die Hard Club, the Stamp Club. All right, so those are all on the website. You can find out information about those. What else do we have going on our website? I haven't even been able to keep up the last couple of days. I've been so busy. But on our website, we do have new items. And these came out last night. And again, I haven't even been on the website all day, so they're all still there. I don't see any sellouts yet. Let me show you what's going on over there. So if you haven't been on the website yet, you'll want to check that out. And again, I wanted to say thank you for a lot of you came. A lot of you came by the store yesterday. We had a store day, so thank you if you were able to come by. We had a fun time, and saw a lot of you with long holiday weekend. I think more of you were able to come to the store rather than a normal day, so that was good. It was good to see everybody. So that is the website. We've got the new, this is a mini slim line, and it's a fold it, and that's the Kirsten mini slim line. So if you're looking for a little like girl type character, that's on there. And then there's the tulip and heart circle dies. And we also have this basketball. So if you got a basketball player, a boy, girl, college age, any age, this makes a really fun background. All right, so that's nice. You could also add it on the inside of your card if you wanted. Whoops. My face is hidden by that QR code. I got to get rid of that. Sorry. Yeah, you're all, who's that black and white box up there that's talking? Let me get rid of that. There we go. So I'll get rid of that. There we are. So that's on the website. Okay, don't miss out. Those items are on flash sale for a limited time. So there's some good deals. And then there's some of the other items that we've had recently added down below. I think that is it. Let me double check I did the kit. I said crafting corner. Yeah. I think I got it all covered. I think I got it all covered. Now I was supposed to bring you some samples to show you from those new ones. But if you want some ideas, when you go on the website for any of those new items that just came out, if you click on the item, there will be card samples from the Stamps of Life design team right below those items. So don't miss that out. So here we go. Let's see. Our one and only item today that we are looking at is This is called, and I'll get rid of my name, Inspirational Words Die Set. Now, it does have a lot of words. There are 22 dies, okay? 22 dies. And you're going, oh, that's crazy. But it's 11 different words that you can use. So I think you will find this one really handy. It's got some great sentiments, so like encouraging, inspirational type of sentiments. And I'll show you those. We'll die cut them real quick. Here it is. And I've kind of taken some of them off, so I want to make sure I don't lose any of the other ones on there. This came out in when? November of 2020. So this one is more than 5 years old. Going way back in time. It might have been on HSN originally, okay? But you get a bunch of, oops, see, now I'm going to start losing them. Once I lose them, they're really gone. So let me get that one before I really lose it and forget about it. So I'm going to put that over on the side. And so 22 dies, 11 words, and 11 shadows, like the background behind it, all right? So not too crazy, but you might really like the words, and I'll show you here on the website what you get. Let's take a look at this. Now, when I die cut these today, I am going to use the adhesive sheets, okay? If you've never tried adhesive sheets and you place an order with the Stamps of Life, I would highly recommend that you add these to your order. It just makes your die cut kind of into like a sticker. So once you run it through the machine, you just peel off the sticker on the back and it's ready to go. You don't have to add adhesive or anything. So they come in really handy. You'll be using them all the time. You'll really love them. But these are pretty intricate words today, and it really helps a lot. I couldn't imagine trying to get the adhesive on these without the adhesive sheets. It would be pretty challenging. You can do it, but it'd be a lot of extra work, and you might not get a nice even stickiness across the words. So let me show you here at the website what we have. There's the set that you get, retiring soon, it says. And it was on HSN. I see that, and we've got a video there for it. And then your ideas down below. I have a few here to show you in studio as well. So you've got that, and that's without. I'll give you with the shadow, and looks real nice there. Wish is one of the words, and then we have believe without the shadow. So you have the option either way. You choose how you want to use it. Hope. These words are all in this collection. Wish and love. So a lot of nice ones. Inspire and hope, dream, create. There's inspire again. Those are all on this one. Joy. So you really get a lot. Look at that. Go through these again. Inspire, love, dream, wish, pray, believe, create, hope, laugh, smile, and joy. Those are all on this collection. All right. So that is fun. Let's go ahead and take a look at these dies. I've got some of them I already did. Let me show you the ones that I did yesterday. And I might be able to show, well, I better show you the card samples before I get too far away. So let me do that first, okay? And then I'll show you some of the words that I have made. And then we're going to die cut and do a few together here as well. So let's check out these card samples. And these are all real nice. Let's go ahead and move on over there. Here we go. All right, so don't count the candles, it says, and then you've got the wish. So that's our word that comes with it. Let me see if this will work. Give us a little bit extra height there. If I can add those to there. Oh, not bad, but not good. A little bit lower. Somehow, every time I go to use this camera, it's never lined up where I want it to be. How does that happen? I don't know. Okay, there we go. So don't count the candles. That's an A2 card. This opens up like that. Of course, you can have the word on the outside, or you could add it to the inside if you wanted to as well. All right. Here is a nice flip it. This is the fancy edge flip it. Opens up like that, and they've added the believe on there with the shadow, okay? And I see this designer is shading a lot on. You can see the little extra shade there on the green. That is probably kiwi, and they've done a little shading on the edge. Really makes it look nice, gives it a little something extra. All right, and this one is joy. This is our little Christmas elf, either jingle or jangle, one of those. A gift for you, it says. Opens up like that. Merry Christmas. Here is our birthday wish, and let's see if this one opens. Oh yeah, this is a cool one. This is, it says wish there, and then happy birthday. And this is, I'm going to try to find out the name of this base for you. This is a It should open up. This one's not open for a while. Let me see if I can get that to work. Okay, there we go. So watch this. It just slides right up like that. And you can add a little message under there. Pretty cool. All right, there's that one. And that is, if you're wondering what that card base is, that is our, oh, it doesn't say. Pocket slider die. Pocket slider die, it says. Pocket slider die. So if you're wondering that base, pocket slider, that's the one that slides. Let me double check that on the website real quick. I'll put a sample here that you can look at while I'm checking the website, because I want to make sure that I got that right. So that one says hope. And let me check over here. And I'm going to type in pocket and make sure that does come up. Yes, that's correct. It's called the pocket slider die set. So that one I just showed you, yes. Here's an A2 card. It looks like rounded edge on that one. And here's smile. And here's an idea without the background die. Okay, just using the words. And then we have our bear. Look at this one for our Valentine's Day. Nice. Valentine's Day. That'll be a good one. Whoops. And then this one has a little bunch of different ones. Create, inspire, believe. Those are all on there. So you get all of these words that I'm showing you in this collection. Many, many times you can use this many different ways. All right. For more mature people, or if you have younger people in your family, all these are nice, kind, encouraging words. It's great. Smile, it says. Boys will be boys. And we're almost done here. Here's a nice sparkly one. Create. And we've got a lot of glitter on that one. That looks good. And then our last one is laugh. Laugh. So there are a bunch of nice samples for you. Now let me show you what I have done so far. And I'm going to fill in this page. So I'm kind of just getting started, but so you can see. I set up this background sheet. And I have done a few of the words. And I think I'm using like that color might be Pacific, or maybe slate. That could be slate. I think that might be slate. Let me look at the website real quick. But we'll do some other colors here to mix it up. But I went ahead and I cut all the backgrounds out yesterday and laid it out on this sheet. And then I did go ahead and do a few of the words just to give you an idea of what we'll be looking at here. Whoops, that said, I typed in slate and it came up slide. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, so I think this cardstock is the slate, the letters right there that I've used so far. Okay, so that's our first round. Now we're going to go ahead and we are going to take a look at some more of these. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and grab the die set and move over to our workstation. So we've got a few still to run through the machine. So I'm going to put those together over here on our workstation, and we'll kind of die cut it and do that together. Okay, so let's move on over to our work table, and I will switch the cameras. All right, here we go. So again, yesterday I had already done these dies. I did these words, cut those out. Good, we're on. I want to do all of them, so that is the plan. Now I've set some of them up here. They're ready to go. Under this paper, I do have the adhesive sheets that I was telling you about. All right, adhesive sheets. Those are underneath the cardstock, so it's making it like a sticker. I'm just going to run these through, and you'll have to have a little patience with me because you see how, excuse me, thin these lines are, right? When I go to peel them, it might take me a little bit longer than normal. So if you get too bored, like you can look at your text messages on your phone or scroll through some videos on Instagram or something like that. But I'll try to get all these peeled off and laid on the sheet. And I'm also going to use another round of these we'll add, and I will show you the doing this with like some glitter paper. So something that even stands out a little bit more. Give us a little bit of variety to our words. Here we go. So let's go ahead and run those through. And here comes the tedious part. So again, bear with me, but I think it'll be worth it. Whoops. Everything was good, you guys, except you know what? I had all my dies not going face down. So you know what happens when you run the dies without putting them face down, right? They basically don't do anything. So I think I have a gong button, so I'm going to find that real quick because I do deserve a gong button for that. A gong noise. Where is it? I can't believe I did that. Another rookie move here. Yes. There we go. Let's try again. I have no idea why I did that because I know those dies are supposed to be face down. I know that. All right, here we go. But something to laugh about, right? Something to laugh about. Funny things we do. All right, there's the words, and I'm going to go ahead and peel them out of there. And so here's one of the things, they're stuck in there. So I've got to get a little tool to get those out and be able to add them to our sheet. Oh, that one popped out. Good. So there's one, hope. And smile, we still got to pop out of there. Dream is going to be ready to go. And then we'll have to get create. It looks like it might be stuck in there a little bit. Okay, so I've got dream and hope. And where did create go? This is going to be a real challenge to make sure I don't lose any of these today. There's create. All right, so we've got those. We're done with this. So remember again how I had added the adhesive sheet. That's what it looks like on the back. So that makes it to be a sticker. There was a little bit of space I still could have used there. So if I would have wanted to do more of the words there, I could have added a couple more in there. And then you see I went off just a little bit on the edge. Not the end of the world for something like this, but if you're making a card, you probably want to make sure that is correct. All right, where is my little tool that I need? I have it over here, and I am going to get I'm going to start right with my glasses, get those on because this stuff is really fine. So it just kind of pops in right there. And I think I'll be able to get them out of here okay. It'll be the actually putting them on the paper. That will be the little bit more challenging part because look how fine this is. And you have to really get that sticker off of there. And I remember the ones I did yesterday, some of them were super easy and some of them not so much. So here we go. Look at that. So not bad. So it's just going to peel off like that. Whoops. If I don't drop it. So this one is smile. So it peels just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my sheet. And you see, since we're doing one at a time, it will take a little bit of time, but I want to show you all of these. And a little bit different color from our other one. So there's smile, along with the other ones we had done before. Let's get the next one. Hope is kind of ready to go. Now some of the pieces had stayed in there, so the little holes there, I got to pop those out. When the die came off, they just didn't, they stayed stuck there. They're already cut, but I have to push kind of like little chads there. And we're just going to go ahead and peel this one. Again, this word is hope. And I'll try to start at this end where there's a little bit extra to work with. Good. There we go. Hope. Now, again, on the next round, we'll use the glitter. Okay. So it'll even be a little more exciting. And I'll show you exactly how we do that. We'll have the extra step in there. I'll add the adhesive sheet so you can see how that works. So this one says hope. Oops. A little bit off on that one. Let's see if we can move that up a little bit. Good. Good. What happened there? Okay, great. Hope. We got that one. Next up is create. Create. And so a lot of different ways you can use these. Again, they'll work on like a card. If you are making a scrapbook page, like I was saying, you can use these on the inside of a card or on your card front. Lots of different ways you can use this collection of words because they're just kind of nice, kind words. And we all need those nowadays, right? Now, I saw today is like National Coffee Break Day. Did you know that? Today is like one of those days you can celebrate National Coffee Break Day. Have any of you had a coffee break today? Did you have to go to work today or did you take a coffee break at home? That's my question for you. Answer in the chat. I am not a coffee drinker. I love caffeine, but I go for cold, so I usually get Diet Cokes and that kind of stuff. But if you like coffee, did you take a coffee break today? Are you celebrating that? Either at work. Well, I hope you're not at work and watching me, to be honest. I don't want you to get in trouble. And we are missing one word here. One word has disappeared. Does anybody see my fourth word? Oh, there it is. Dream, dream, dream. So today, again, National Coffee Break Day. If you go on this like national day to celebrate, it's on the website, on the internet. They have all these crazy days you can celebrate. But the one I saw that stood out today was like coffee breaks. And I was reading the background story about it. And it was like back in the 1800s, some women worked at a plant or something, and they told their boss that, I don't know, something like this. This is generalizing that if they would be more productive if they were able to get a little break. And I guess during that break, they drank coffee, and I guess they got all amped up with the caffeine and all that stuff. And like the productivity was actually greater. So whatever that business was, they started to institute that, where all these ladies would get a coffee break each time. And I'm sure they enjoyed it. They got to hang out and visit or enjoy their coffee and get a little break from work. And the company was happy because they were more productive. So that's what I read about the origins of it being back in the 1800s. Coffee break, National Coffee Break today. And I know coffee is a big deal. So we've got those four. Good. Now we've got three more words. We're going to switch over to another color. And I kind of have that ready to go. And let me see if I can find all of those items. So here we have I went ahead and remember the adhesive sheets that I told you about. I have taken one, and you can see I have added a sheet here. That's going to be the sticky part. I added it, and we got this nice sparkly stuff. Now we've got to find our other word dies, and I think they're back over here on our sheet. Now, remember when I ran it through the machine this other time? It was kind of a fail. I did not put the dies face down. So just if you're wondering, what did I do? So here we have this word. This is laugh, and I had it go through the machine this way. Well, what do you got to do when you're die cutting the blade? This is not sharp, but this is the part that cuts. It has to be face down into the paper. So if you're wondering how I messed up, that's what I did. So there's one of our words. Let me double check the words that we need. We still need laugh, wish, and joy. Laugh, wish, and joy. All right. We're going to finish up these words, and then we're going to do our game next. All right. Crossword puzzle, and then we'll do our good news segment too. Now, I saw some of you are in the chat that have been having things going on in your life. I hope things are getting better for you. I know I've seen your names on our prayer list, so I have been praying for you guys when I take a look at that list. And so I just wanted you to know we're thinking of you, and we hope that life is going well. Everybody has their challenges, right? And maybe this is just a challenging period for you right now. You're going to get through it. I know you are. God will take care of you, right? You can just trust in that. God will take care of you. We don't always understand all the tests or the challenges that we go through in life, right? Not everything makes sense in life, but I want you to know that God does care about you, and he's going to watch over you. He's going to get you through those times, all right? So hang in there. That's what I'm trying to get to. Hang in there. And know that there are people praying for you too. That's important. All right, so I've got my words there. I've got my adhesive. I could put a washi tape to hold these in place, but I don't think I really need it. So we're going to try to run this through without, let me back that down a little bit. Looks a little bright. We're going to run this through the machine. Okay, we're going to run this through the machine. And my warning alarm has gone off, so we're kind of going. Again, I have a goal of someday doing this in 30 minutes. It hasn't happened yet, but hopefully we'll hit 45 or so today. We're just about done here. Again, this is the Inspirational Words Die Set. And we have actually, once we get these three onto the sheet, we have done all of the words that come in this collection. So it'll be kind of fun. All right. Got some extra stuff on there. Let's blow all those off. That's great. And you can see some of these are moving around a little bit. What I would do is take like a tool or a block and kind of like, what did they call it? Burnish or really crush those into that, it will give you better results. So this looks pretty fancy. Here we have laugh, and we have joy. That one's stuck in there still. I always like the glitter papers, the pearl papers, the foil. Oh, the foil ones of these would look really nice if you have foil, or like that chunky diamond glitter stuff. Ooh, those would look good on these as well. And that one has stayed in there. So let's find our tool again. There it is. Fortunately, I'm keeping everything kind of organized and in place here today, which is kind of a surprise because there's a lot going on here. So I've got that out of there, and you can see this one is stuck in there. I got to dig that out a little bit. All right, come on now. This has been going really good. And it'll be interesting because this is the first time I've used the foil with these. Now I got the sticky part coming out. That's good, but we got to make sure this really pops out of here. So I really don't want to poke my finger. That will not feel good. There we go. Oh, that pops out of there, and there is our word. And which one is this? Ooh, wish. This is wish. So you can see that. We've got that there. There's one little piece that is stuck in there. So again, hang in there. Thanks again for your patience with this one. This is a little more challenging setup here, but we're just about done. We'll do if you like crossword puzzles, we'll do that, and everybody can help me. We need everybody to participate, and then we'll finish up. All right, so that's looking good. There is wish. So we've got one of our three, and I'll show you all these up close real quick here once I finish up. That tail did get a little bit wild on that one. Okay, next. And these are already out of the dies, so this will make it a little bit easier. We've got the word joy. And everybody needs a little joy, I think, in their life. So we've got a word for that. Keep that here. And you can see on this one, some of the little extra pieces have gotten, or still, the little chads did not come out this time on this one. So that one, and we got one left. Don't poke your finger, Ken. That will hurt. Got it. All right. And then we're going to peel off the adhesive on this. Ooh, come on. Oh, I thought it was going to get it right there. Darn it. Come on. Ah, this is the first one that really hasn't peeled for me yet. Where is a good spot to try to get this to peel? I would think right here at the end, but not yet. Hang in there. We can do it. I know we can do it. Been able to get all these other ones to go. Here we go. I found a spot that would peel off. So again, this will be a little challenging with intricate words, but I think the end result, you'll go, yeah, it's worth it. So this is our word joy. So I'm peeling all that sticker off of there. It really wants to hold on to that foil or glitter. Good, we got that. So again, here's joy, and we'll be down to our last word. Last word. Ooh, that one came a little bit loose. So let's see what we can do here. That's off. Great. Okay, one more to go. One more to go here. That should stay down. And again, I would want to burnish these down. And let's find our last word. Last word. Where did it go? Laugh. Laugh is here. So I'll set that off to the side. And make sure those stay down. And let's peel this one together. And you know, we do have a ton of other word dies on the Stamps of Life website, different fonts, some of them not quite as intricate as this collection here, but all kinds of different varieties. And again, I'm showing you using the shadows here. You have the option of just using it just like this. You don't even have to use the shadow if you don't want, but I kind of like the shadows. You saw how some of the shadows were being shaded a little bit on the edges, blended, which really added an extra nice touch. And let me go ahead and smush some of these down real quick to make sure that they're going to stay on here, because they are kind of moving around. Let's see what happened with this one. Well, not sure that I got all the sticky off of this one. All right, I think that's going to work. Let's go ahead and add that on there. And I'm going to burnish a little bit. Oh, that one is not sticking down. And I'm thinking that I did not really actually get this one. What did I peel off on this one? I thought I got a whole layer off, but it is not. It is not. This is the Joy one, so I don't know what's going on with this one. Let me try to fix something here real quick. All right, let's try it again. Real last time here. Whoop, now we've got an extra color that has moved on there. Almost done. All right, so we've got a nice collection of words here. And these all have the shadow on it, but you can go without. So I've added the joy and the wish and the love. I can have a couple different colors there, but look at how nice they all came out. This one is not quite sticking down at the end, but you can see them all. I'd be real happy to be able to put all of those on a front of a card. Dream, hope, create, smiles. And I think you could use these for any different colors. I kind of picked some blues and some gold type colors here, but you could pick any colors you like. Joy, wish, pray, love, laugh. A lot of these would work. We have Valentine's coming up, so you might like this collection. For those of you who have it already, you definitely want to use this. Again, so many ways that you can do that. So that's Inspirational Words from the Stamps of Life. Again, is this the easiest die set to work with live? No, but it works. It works really good. So I hope you like those. But I appreciate your patience, because it did take a little extra time. But in the end, you get results like this, where those words that I just cut out, you're adding to the front of your card. Oops, that won't. These are options you can make, that you can create. These both have shadows. Here's one without a shadow. Okay, so different things you can do with that. All right. Again, just type in inspirational on the website. Looks really, really nice. Let's play our game. Let's play our game. I'm going to switch around and add our game. We're going to do a crossword puzzle, and they do have a timer. If you know the answer to like one down, just put like one down and then whatever the word is. Or if it's across, put one across and then add the answer. I'll try to read through some of the questions, but you'll see all the questions, and you'll see if you can read them faster than me, and you can answer faster than me. So if we get through one real quick, we'll do another one. If we get stuck on this first one, which sometimes happens, then we'll just stick with one round. But it's kind of something fun. And we're just doing this just to hang out, have a little bit of, a little bit of fun together. And then stretch our brains a little bit too. That's the main thing. Sometimes I used to do some of these puzzles on my own, and I have just not had time to do them at all lately. So this is the one time I'm going to get to do a crossword puzzle this week. So I get to do it with you guys. Here we go. Let's get rid of that. And I will again watch for your comments in the comment section page. And I will pull up the crossword puzzle. Bear with me 1 second here as I move some of these things around. I got to get rid of that little inspirational words there. And then hang on, we'll do good news next. Whoops. Nope, not that one. I was a step ahead. Sneak peek there. Got rid of that. Okay, and then I'm going to add a... Let's see. Here we go. Ooh, I wonder if that works. No, that one. That's the one we want. Here we go. Share screen. I'm going to share a screen so you guys can see what I am using here. All right, there it is. Perfect. So our first one is one across, and it is Navy. I don't know what non-com means, but abbreviation. Do you guys know what that means? Okay, 4 across. Apple, autumn, drink. Apple, autumn, drink. 4 across. Apple, autumn, apple, drink. 6 across. Propelled as a rowboat. 7 across. Vapor from a chimney. Oh, hey, my mouse is not working. Oh, come on, mouse. What is going on here? Hang on. My mouse is not working. What is going on? Oh, no. How could this be? My mouse is plugged in. This is a problem. My mouse is not working. Hang on. I'm going to have to unplug my mouse real quick, you guys, because it is dead. I'll be right back. It's like one thing after another here lately. I don't understand what's going on with all this electronics type stuff. So I'm going to unplug my mouse and plug it back in, and hopefully we'll get a ta-da moment, because I've not had the mouse freeze up on this, and it's a wired one, so it's not like I'm out of batteries or anything like that. So let's see. Nope, I have no mouse. No mouse. Oh, well. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, that's not going to work because my mouse is not working here. Oh, there it goes. It came back alive. Ah, whoosh. Here we go. Did you guys answer any of these? Sorry about that. All right, 7 across is smoke. I thought that one was right. Smoke. Here we go. Mouse is working. Ooh, did anybody else give me an answer? Cider, apple cider. Ooh, is 4 across. Good. Cider. Good. Did we get any other ones? 6 across is ord. Is that right? What is 4 down? 4 across. Cider, smoke. 4 down is cost. What is cost? 4 down. What is the question? Firms, abbreviation. 5 down. How about that? Sorry, my mistake. And it's 2 words. Five down. 1 down. Computer data holder. 2 words. Abbreviation. And where are they getting all these 2 words ones? 2 down. Blank. Boo. I see you. Oh, peekaboo, right? Did we get any other ones? Peek is number 2 down. Thank you. I see your answer there. Peek. A. Do we have any other ones? 5 down is I am. Oh, okay, great. Thanks. Now we're getting it. Ord, is that right? Somebody said ord. I didn't believe it was really that, but okay, it must be ord. Dent or scratch. Is that car? 8 across. Do you think it's car? 1A is CPO. Let's try it. CPO. Oh, something's messed up. 8 across. We're going to try car, but I don't know if that's right. You're close, but at least one word is filled incorrectly. So peekaboo, order. So it must be our 1 across. What else could 1 across be? 1 across. Computer data holder. Anybody know that one? 1 down is so non-across. Maybe is I don't know. Computer data holder. CD. Oh, CD-ROM. See, how about that? I got one. CD-ROM. So this was down at the bottom. Was it up? My mouse is freezing again. This is. Why is it doing that? Oh, I see. Maybe I have 2 mice going here. How did that happen? So that 8 across should be Mar. Well, let me see what can I do here. There we go. So M. There we got it. How long did it take? Now you got to remember, 2 minutes and 40 seconds, not bad. But remember, half the time I was looking for a mouse. And thank you guys. I see you're all adding the CD-ROM. You probably said it before I guessed it. Do you guys want to do another one, or are we done? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. One more round, or are we done? You tell me. I'll watch for a couple of votes. Are we done, or should we do one more round? That's pretty good, actually. You know, less than 3 minutes, considering my mouse wasn't working. So tell me, one more round or all finish? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Keep going, says Rochelle. No falls today, right, Rochelle? Be careful out there. Any other votes? One more, says Peggy. Okay, let's just try one more and we'll see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we submit the total score. Ooh, we got a lot of points. Play again. Play now. Here we go. Oh, commercial.
Google hand-selected Search Kings as a Google Premier.
Google, skip ad. Here we go. Yesterday, one across, a sheep's mother. The sheep's mother. One across. 5 across is reduce as prices. 6 across, Broadway show about the per. 7 across, not at any time. 8, flow slowly. 1 down, North Pole toy maker. That would be Santa, right? Okay, U is the first one. Thank you. How do you spell U? EWE does not fit. Elves, elves, elves. 1 down is elves. Oh, that would work. Or was it, yeah, elves. Good. I was thinking Santa, but yeah. Okay. Who else has one? 7A is never. Never. Whoops. Never. Oh, we're jamming on this one, you guys. Ever. Hopefully the mouse doesn't stop working. Oh, come on. E. R. Any other answers? Use. Okay, good. Oof. I was thinking I just couldn't spell it right. 1 across. Anybody else got an answer for me? Never. 5 down is SEN. What does that stand for? Reduce as in prices. Huh, I never heard of that one. So that's something I never have heard. Never. Do we have any other answer? Elves, you. Oh, no. Never. Use. 3 down is ESTE. 3 down. ESTE. Law. Oh, Estee. Is it EST, like Estee Lauder? Okay, good. Relinquish legally. 2 down. Starts with a W. 4 down is keen edge. Sharp. Is that sharp? Sharp. I say sharp. Come on, we're almost there. Elves, we're just 1 word away. 4 down. 2 down. Who can get 2 down? 2 down. Does anybody know 2 down? That is our last question. Relinquish legally. 5 across. Reduce as prices. Slash. 5 down was OC legislator. Oh, a senator. Yes, now I understand that one. 2 down. Does anybody know 2 down? Wave. Wow, this is going to be a record. Woo! 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Fantastic. You guys are great. Great. That was good. Back to me. Remove that one. Oh, that is not me. There I am. Good job, everybody. So that was great. 5 minutes for 2 crossword puzzles. Pretty good. I would say that's got to be a record. So congratulations to all of you. Maybe you learned some words today that you never had heard before. All right, let's wrap it up. Our Take 2 Tuesday, our last section here. 1 Timothy chapter 4. We're doing our good news segment. And we do this once a week. This is a verse that you can take and think on the rest of the week if you want. If you just want to apply it today to your life, great. Maybe you have another verse you want for tomorrow. But something you want to keep and hold into your heart and think about. So this is a great verse. Let's go ahead and grab it. I will bring it up for all of us to look at. Now, a lot of us are a little bit older. We're getting up there, right? But there is the next generation, a younger generation below us. And so Paul, to give you a little bit of background, Paul wrote a lot of the New Testament. He is a pastor, like a church planner. He had planted a church. He has a younger guy, a protege named Timothy, who is in his life, and Paul wants to encourage him. So he writes him this letter, 1 Timothy and 2 Timothy. And so Timothy had encountered some opposition as he's being a church leader. He's maybe like 30-ish or something, and Paul's like 70. So Paul is kind of the mentor. Timothy is kind of the student. He's learning and growing. But the point is, no matter what age you are, God wants to use you. So let's find our verse. Here we go. From 1 Timothy. And Paul wrote to Timothy. He said, let no one despise you. Let no one despise your youth, but be an example to believers in word, in conduct, in love, in spirit, in faith, and in purity. So here was Timothy, and what was happening? Probably people were saying, you know what, Timothy, you're great and everything, but we just think you're too young to be a pastor. But that's not how God sees it. That is not how God sees it. So Paul here is encouraging a younger generation. And for us, let's make that be the challenge for us today. Let's look and see for younger people in my life and in your life that we can encourage to serve God with all their hearts, their souls, and minds. Some of the time people just need a little bit of encouragement, right? And nowadays, I really think younger people need some encouragement. Don't you think? Younger people in this kind of crazy world, I know they get kind of sidetracked with social media, or maybe they can get discouraged when things that are not going how they had hoped in life. That can happen, right? But for us as the older generation, we want to be looking ways to pour in to the next generation. We want to encourage them. We want to see the younger believers do really well. They are the future of the church, right? So for us, we want to set a good example for them. We want to show them what it is to be a believer. And we want to know that, hey, we want them to know sometimes you guys are going to fail and come up short, but we want you to try. We want you to try and serve and do your best. Now, Paul said that Timothy here was to be an example. What did it say again? So in conduct, in love, in spirit, in faith, and purity. So these are things that are definitely connected to God, and that he would want us to be able to have a conduct that is Jesus in a positive way, that in love, that our life would demonstrate love, in spirit, that we are spiritually alive, in faith, we have faith, in purity, we're wanting to do the right things as much as possible. So Paul is encouraging Timothy to do these things. Now we can encourage the next generation, but I also want you to know, and for myself as well, even as us being a little bit older people, we need to have these things in our own lives. All right, let's encourage each other too. And I want you to know that no matter what age you are, how old you are, whether you're really young or you're a little bit older, that God wants to use you, every single person, right? And if you read down here a little bit further, I didn't add the verse here, but it says, he was writing to Timothy, do not neglect the gift that is in you, which was given to you by prophecy with the laying on of hands of eldership. So Timothy probably had the gifts to be a pastor, a teacher. And Paul was saying, I want you to use those gifts. I want you to know that you have special gifts that God has given you. And he wants you to use those gifts. He wants me to use the gifts that he has given to me. Now, some of them might kind of be like natural abilities. Some might be church related. Some might be developing friendships, relationships. There's all kinds of different ways God has gifted you, and all kinds of different ways God wants to use you. Now, the important thing is we're getting older and we're starting to run out of time, huh? It's kind of funny, but it's true. We are kind of running out of time. It's up to us to get busy right now and start using the gifts that God has given us today. Time is short. It's running out. So whatever your gifts are, whatever your abilities are, I am going to challenge you to go out and start using those gifts. Whatever you're good at, again, naturally, or maybe some spiritual aspect, find ways that you can get out, make yourself available, ways that you can serve the Lord. Don't put it off. That is one of our biggest problems, right? Procrastination, putting things off. Don't do that. Let's get busy making ourselves available to serve God today, setting an example, like Paul said here, getting out, getting involved, making sure that we are using these gifts to help the next generation. Okay, don't forget about them. Maybe you don't hang around a lot of young people right now, but look for people you can do that. Maybe you have a child still in your house or a grandkid, or maybe there's some kid in the neighborhood you could be a friend of. We've talked about like coaching or teaching or all these different ways that God can use you, but know that those people that God has put in your life, they're there for a reason. And God wants you to minister to them and serve them. So again, whatever gifts, whatever abilities, talents you have today, put them to work. Let's get busy. Let's go about making ourselves available to God and seeing what he'll do, not only in our generation, maybe the generation right below us, and then the really younger generation, because God cares about each group of people. He really, really does. And we want them to know that, because we want them to do really well in life. We want them to do even better than we've done in our walk with the Lord, right? I mean, if I could go back in time, there's some things I wish I could change and go back and fix and do different. But I can't now, but maybe I can encourage the next group of people, the next believers, the next part of the church, the next people who are following Jesus, to give their all, do their best, be an example, and at the same time, we can do all those things as well. All right? So that is our good news segment today. I hope you guys catch some of that, and that it might encourage you, but take it again, just take it as a challenge. What can I do for God today? And how can I use the gifts that God has given to me to serve him? Look for ways to do that, all right? Look for ways to do that. Okay, we're going to have a busy week there again the rest of the week. I told you we've got all kinds of live appearances coming on. But in the meantime, I want you all to have an awesome, wonderful day, whatever you're up to. If you join late, this is recorded. It'll get reposted a little bit later. You'll be able to watch and start at the beginning. I hope you will do that. And that's it. I am going to be wrapping things up. We went a little bit long with our die cutting today, and it looks like the chat's kind of quiet. So I hope some of you are still there. But if I've lost you all, have a great day. It looks like the broadcast is still going out, but God bless all of you. See you Thursday night, maybe. I might be on there a little bit with Stephanie, but Stephanie, we'll see you Friday, and then we'll have HSN stuff Saturday. Busy week. Take care. Have a fun day, whatever you're up to. Again, thanks for joining me for Take Two Tuesday today. Bye-bye.